Hit your shot, help your teammate. Loba, suck!
They say that in a battle royale, aggression wins games, and today I took that motto literally, pushing the W key in every encounter, backing down from no one, and the results were, well, you'll see. But instead of taking someone whose profession is aggression, such as Octane or Bangalore, I chose Loba because, quite frankly, there may be something wrong with me, but something you won't hear today is...
Loba, stop looking, please.
It's the road to diamond for the umpteenth time with a load of tracks placed in silver one climb. His name is Ragtag and he's getting too old, and today he's pushing W thinking he's bold. What a loser!
As we scoured the core for suitable weapons to stake our claim on Broken Moon, I landed on the flatline R99 as a loadout, and my ultimate was used but briefly to make us all battle ready. The sound of a charged sentinel. We weren't alone in the core, but there was no one there. It was of little consequence, for I heard footsteps of one of the last seer mains left in this game. Push the W key! Wait, you get your claws off my Octane, pal! Yeah, where was I? That's right, pushing the W key, but someone else had the same idea. As I faced the first of many consequences for a reckless assault, Wraith was being rewarded for hers. And here's your prize. I decided to interrogate Seer. Where's your teammate? Hey! Octane found the hound, and I was confident that this technique was going to continue to pay off. But there was still the matter of that Sentinel user, and we went for a closer look. Not that it was necessary, because I am a surgeon when it comes to the flatline. And today we shall be removing that rocky wall from the map, and that was my first incision, right? As with many things in life, I became easily confused by the whereabouts of my enemy, but so long as there was someone to point me in the right direction, nowhere was safe on this map. Then Mirage showed me the way, and there was no further need for discussion. Let's go! Trouble with this strategy was that I have the awareness of a slaughtered watermelon. Come on, team, did you not hear the cracking of those enemy shields?
I have no idea what the hell's going on!
The halfway point of the game now, but there was still someone taking pot shots half a mile away, and I had to let them know that this would not stand. I decided to be merciful, at least until I healed up and closed the gap, and licked this stupid wall! This resurrection was the perfect chance to get some free ranked points, but when we lost the element of surprise, we made the most of them trying to regroup. What can I say? That is the most I had to offer.
Let's go.
They got away, but they weren't out yet. And let's just say that Mirage's position was probably better because I chose the middle of the battlefield in a multi-way fight, so naturally I asked, who wants some? Apparently everyone wants some. Yes, Mirage, yes! No, Mirage, no! The great thing about chaotic fights with other teams is that it sometimes allows for strategic repositioning. No, not retreat, guys, repositioning. Besides, the captain was ready to return to the field. Not to worry, team. I had my bracelet. I'm coming up. I am not coming up. Yoink, 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 yoink! Those inconsiderate monsters were shooting at me while I looted. I vowed revenge. But once Loba players get a taste of those sweet purple and golden items, they can find themselves succumbing to their kleptomaniac dispositions, especially when a purple stock would fix my flatline right up. No! No! Instead of getting heavy ammo, I decided to oppose common sense once more, collapsing my shop and the chances of winning this game. Fortunately, I instantly realized what I did, but remedying my stupidity was harder than I thought. I had no idea what just transpired except for the fact that I was now getting carried. So long as we held the rooftop, there was no reason to push W here, and for once, patience began to win. That is until someone else came to the rooftop and it was push the W key! There was one left in that team, but where was he? The ring was closing. We had to move. The other two teams were fighting. If there was ever a righteous moment to send it with everything we had, it was now. What had I done? Was leading by example not enough? Had I just cost us everything? Of course not! Victory on my first game of the day, and that pesky rank reset may have set me back, but I had ascended to gold again, ready for more. However, there were two things I was not ready for. One was that if you ping in this exact location, your landing spot will be an ever-changing swirling nightmare, and two, the higher you climb on the first week of the season, the more your enemies will thank you for your aggression. At least I had my friend with me. So we died together, and I kicked him from the group. What's up, ragtag? Sadly. LOL! You got your losing shoes on? Hell yeah! Where would you like to die then? Very well, to the quarantine zone we went, the perfect landing spot to continue my rampage of self-destruction. This place was crawling with enemies. Good. I appeared to be running in the wrong direction, but Octane backed me up nonetheless. They're shooting at me! I'm on fire! Don't worry, teammates, for I bring double the power with my Mozambiques! Sometimes my accuracy looks like an aimbot that was coded by a fingerless monkey, but so long as they die, I'm happy, and happier still after I swapped out the L-Star for the alternator. Then an enemy boldly called back their teammates right under our noses. That Wraith thought she'd get away from me? What? You thought I was going to miss every shot, didn't you? Well, I did not, and 10% accuracy is fine with me. Besides, we had the advantage now, and running down the other scallywag, that was all I cared about.
Target here.
Guys, a little help? I've just been pew-pewed and I thought you were with me. What is this? Good job, Mirage. You have proven your loyalty to the cause, and while I wasn't able to get revenge on my assailant that totally wasn't cornered and fighting for their lives, I was able to take the R99 from their fresh death box to wield it like a badge of honor that I did not earn. Let us continue! Sometimes I wonder if enemies could just see me on the map. What would they be thinking? They'd be thinking, kill him! Shoot that player dead! Out of respect for Mirage and his newfound loyalty, I opted not to push W in case I failed. Well, I knew I would, so we looped around to regroup. Couldn't finish her. She was too tricky with the shield duking, so you know what you should do? You should... There was one left, which was when our hopes and dreams began to fall apart. Take the double Mozambiques, they said. You'll wreck everything, they said. I suppose they were right in that there would be some destruction. Just wish it wasn't the little self-esteem I had left. Octane back in play, but everyone and their cousins twice removed saw that resurrection, and in they came to pick the bones of our squad. I had no idea what was happening or where anyone was, so I did something that seemed useful. Hiya! Despite the fact that we won that fight, the movement of my enemies was increasing in complexity, and the realization dawned that I may not be able to track them as I climbed the ranks of this game. But that was a problem for later. For now, I would find all the other folk who were unable to perform interdimensional travel with every jump and take them down. The boys found us another fight, and I was desperate to make it to the party before someone stole all my kill. I was really concerned for the well-being of my new friends. I'll be right back. By the way, did you know that I'm a professional recorder player? Octane was brutally taken down, but a crazy plan formed inside my malnourished brain. We were going to bring him back, and I'd get that banner no matter the cost. Ragtag, to the rescue! That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I discovered later that you can just use the black market and grab the banners. But there was still one man who believed, and his name was Low Shooting Ape. Never mind the name, mind the man. Hold on, Octane. Hold on, Mirage. Amidst the map spiraling into madness, hope remained. I found a corner. Mirage crawled to it. We still had a chance at victory, but only if we stayed together. Round 3 ring was about to close and there was only one way through the front lines, over the top. But I didn't have an evac tower, or did I? Tower! Too late. They pushed forward and I took the high road. So long as one of us made it, we could see the end game.
There's another squad.
Well, it wouldn't be me. No, not shields, syringes! When I saw the damage screen, my heart sank, as I thought I'd been really putting in work. I'd be as well just throwing myself off the edge of the map in the next game and uninstalling for good. But when it turned out that Apex decided we didn't even need a third teammate, another one of my, well, we'll call them fans, they must have recognized me. Well, I assume he did, because while I was munching on good old Doritos, they did this. Still to come.
Loba, suck.
But first I had to get out of Gold 4, and that was going to prove more difficult than I thought, because when the map changed to E District, it was as if all the players suddenly got way better at this game than I am. At this point, pushing the W key stopped working and...
Guys, how you died?
It was time to recognize that while I was having fun playing Apex, I was losing RP fast, making my teammates' experience miserable, and they were likely hating me for it. So I cleaned up my act for a while, and one game, I came across a lifeline that followed me around like a lost puppy. First of all, I said, here you go, have some Loba kibble. But also, I realized that the way these lobbies were going, this squad gave me vibes of needing extra caution to win a game. We managed to avoid combat until there were 9 squads left, still minus 28 RP. We carefully looked around Energy Bank only to hear the sound of a revived enemy. But I had no idea where his 2 squad mates were.
I cracked an enemy shield.
While I recharged my shield, Octane pushed the W key. I should have gone with them, and I definitely shouldn't have thought about upgrading my R301.
You serious?
Stand a chance against you, dude.
Just as well I didn't join him because he ran into all 3, and now we were in serious trouble. I had to cover our escape.
Now, I hope I can count on it. Long way to the next ring.
Lifeline decided she'd run far enough and stopped to heal.
Tossing jump drive.
What a disaster! Pushing W was hopeless, running away was cowardice, and the question was no longer about which was the correct tactic, it was about whether or not I'd live to get my teammates back from the beyond.
Tossing jump drive.
Now that I'd found somewhere safe, I didn't know what to do. Play around the lifeline who seemed like a helpless newborn giraffe, or do it Octane's way? The answer was obvious: protect the giraffe. Never mind. We'll do it your way, Octane.
Keep up with me, compadre.
Ouch. Okay, which way did they go? While I was happy to see some action, the lobbies hadn't changed and Gold 4 was looking like my peak for this season, but at least my RP had finally turned around. With our thirst for battle satiated, we set about resurrecting our prestigious position. Fortunately, this time no one heard the dropship and we were safe at the edge of the ring. Don't be silly, of course they heard it and we were about to lose this game. There were two teams here, both of my allies down and me caught in the middle. This was it. 39 RP. Thanks, Apex. This would have to do. But what if sitting here like a lobotomized chinchilla actually worked? Imagine getting away with cowering behind the till was the catalyst, one that brought about a comeback of the ages.
I looted our teammates' banner.
You may have been dead for 90% of this game, Lifeline, but your continual demise was a sacrifice I was willing to make. Without having the energy to speak to my teammates, I tried to communicate that we all needed to be on the same page now. No more W pushing, no more crazy tactics, just the three of us united in single purpose. And that purpose was to hope that everyone else kills each other, leaving us the victors. As you can probably surmise, that's not what happened at all. To buy Octane time to heal up, but by Zeus's flaming toenails, there was no time! Somehow I had scraped into Gold 3, but the real question was, could I stay there? One thing was for sure, this lifeline was different from the last one because this guy had no problems throwing us into Neon Square with another team, so my first supply bin had to contain a close-range weapon or I'd be in serious trouble. Oh boy. We won our first fight, and even though I should have been happy, for some reason I was beginning to panic. Sometimes you just know when your teammates are built better, with faster decision making, they're more competent in combat, and then there's me, still clutching the charge rifle and operating in survival mode.
Crack the batteries. Down one. Arcstar. We've got company.
We're already.
These boys weren't messing around and neither was the lobby. 14 squads left already. Well, it had been a while since I'd put the charge rifle to use, and when Octane began another W key push, I unleashed it with all my might. Charge rifle! It was as if Octane realized how trash I was. Lifeline had no idea that the full send had been aborted and assumed we were with them. The only chance now was insane pressure from me. Yeah, well, what are you doing, Lifeline? Use the mini-map and... Yeah, that was all my fault. But our Octane, utterly fearless, went for a recovery mission.
Got the battery.
Back as a 3, the charge rifle's days were over, and I knew it was only a matter of time before my trash plays were going to be called into question. And if that was going to happen, I wanted an R99 in my hands when it did.
Cracked an enemy shield.
The pace of this game was beyond my understanding, and I couldn't tell you who was where at this point.
We've got thrown. Cracked an enemy.
Whatever was happening in this game, I had unlocked spectator mode as Octane pinged enemies I couldn't see, and being of any use whatsoever was becoming a conundrum of bamboozlement. Our captain was down. Enemies pounced, sensing our weakness. I felt utterly helpless. Then, when it looked like Lifeline agreed we should run, they hit us hard.
Go, Curtis.
Ah, I didn't realize that you left me, bro. Sorry. I didn't realize that you left me alone to 1v million. 1v million, ρε βλάκα, κάνω τη μάνα σου.
It was only a matter of time, I suppose.
Yes, don't even craft me, don't think about crafting me.
Okay, I won't. But enemies were on my 6.
You can craft me. Re, what are you doing?
Well, which is it? Craft you or don't craft you? This place was crawling with players. I could not survive alone. This was the only play to make. The vulture swooped in to finish us off.
Hit your shots, help your teammate.
Oh good, some coaching, just what I need right now. The ring was closing in and getting to safety would prove difficult. Did I say difficult? I meant hopeless. Octane casually wandering around with 1700 damage already, and I couldn't even break 500? How is this a gold lobby? Now, I don't know about you guys, but when someone starts complaining about my gameplay, I'm not the type of person who suddenly realizes I can do better and starts popping off. It's more the opposite. I mean, not to spite my poor suffering teammate, but because trying harder means that I move my mouse arm a lot more. I mention this because it is quite relevant to what happened next. Good news is that Lifeline was right next to me and could easily pick me up. Perhaps he forgot about which button was the revive, but I had faith that he would remember soon enough, then let me die anyway. What was that he said? Ah, yes.
Help your teammate.
No, I was being taught a lesson here, so I watched and learned. At this point, our Octane might have needed spinal surgery for dragging 2 players around on his back for 3/4 of this game, but when we returned, round 5, 4 squads left, we still somehow had a chance. It was a bit unfortunate we both went for the death box at the same time, but there wasn't much loot to share anyway. The ring closed and enemies spied little old me trying to maneuver my way inward.
Τη μάνα σου.
It looked quite busy on the right side, so I banked on the left being our only hope. Then there was, well, an incident.
Loba, segment!
Too much pressure. I tried a Hail Mary. Please be empty, please! Guess not. Octane went for the high-risk play. If he got hold of the Kraber, he could just very well turn things around. If you play a lot of ranked in the first day or two, you're going to meet some good players. Some of them will hate you, but while it sucks to be shouted at, you know what I hear when people become toxic? I hear this.
Yes, don't even craft me. Don't think about crafting me. 1v million, re. 1v million, re. Yes, don't even craft me. Don't even craft me. Re, what are you doing? Ah, I didn't realize that you left me, bro. Yes, don't even craft me. Loba, segment! Re, hit your shots, re. Help your teammate. Craft me. Re. Re, what are you doing? Re, help your teammate. Re, what are you doing? Re, hit your shots, re. Loba, segment! Bro.
Now, I have been told by a nice viewer that they admire how I upload losses instead of wins, especially after long videos, but they find it difficult to stomach wasting everyone's time with their own content. So in the spirit of giving the people what they want, here was an endgame battle not long after the other game. With round 5 closing, the Kraber and the EVA 8 in my hands, my loadout was absolutely juiced. Lost Catalyst, but Lifeline and I had the goods to finish this final team off using the strategy that we all know best. Push the W key! And that, gentle viewer, is why I don't end my videos with wins, because I don't get them often enough for it even to be a feature. But I was ranking up in the right direction and having a fantastic time doing it. Take it easy, I'll catch you on the next one. Later!